Hello everyone. So we already know that most of the styles in Untitled Boxing Game are pretty much balanced overall. Well, except for some. By some, I meant that some of these styles either have very broken abilities, or they alter how the game works in general. Like this style I am going to be covering today, the Iron Fist style. A lot of people think it's bad now because of its dashes being the same as Turtle's now, but that's just not true at all. Because his pure damage output compensates for it. I already explained why it's still good in a previous video. But this video is not me giving Iron Fist credit, it's about one other thing Iron Fist can do. And that is making the opponent have less ultimate gain. Yes, if you have fought Iron Fists you might have noticed that your ultimate meter regens much less than usual. And as of right now, that is theoretically how it's supposed to go. Before I explain why Iron Fist gives you lesser ultimate gain, let's first talk about ultimate gain as a whole. Getting hit does give you more ultimate meter than doing damage to your opponent. And M1s and M2s give you a set amount of meter. For M1s, I do not really know, but they pretty much give an okay amount if you deal damage with them. But you get a crap ton of meter by taking in hits from M1s without blocking. Which is why some people, if they are desperate, they might just tank those M1s to take a gamble to finish the game with their ultimate. But for M2s, they will give either 2 or 3% meter if you get hit by them. And in some rare cases, 5%. Here are some examples. If the enemy's M2 does mediocre damage, you will gain around 2% ultimate meter. If your opponent does a hard-hitting M2, you will gain 3% meter. In some rare cases, you will gain around 5% meter if you get hit by an M2. This is reserved to Slugger and Slugger only. Which is kind of understandable because of its high damage output. And I know what you are thinking, if Slugger gives you 5% meter if they land an M2? Wouldn't Iron Fist's M2 also give you 5%? Because they share the same damage output? Well, you are wrong. Iron Fist's M2 right now, if you get hit by it, only gives you 2%. Yes, 2% meter. You did not hear that wrong. The amount of meter you gain from an Iron Fist M2 is the same as the ultimate meter you gain from a Hanslow M2. Here is a side-by-side comparison of my ult account getting ult against Slugger and against Iron Fist. You can clearly see a massive difference. Yeah, this makes it very unbalanced if you are fighting an Iron Fist, because theoretically you can only ultimate once, which you got from landing M1s or them landing M1s on you, because aside from his M2s, Iron Fist M1s will still give you a bit of ultimate meter. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, since Iron Fist takes away his own health when doing his M2s, you also won't be able to get any meter from dealing damage to him. Because if he takes away his own health, you won't be able to get meter from the health he lost. So when you are fighting Iron Fist, you are forced to get ultimate on your first 2 lives. Because you are not getting it on your last live. Why, you ask? Because you won't be able to gain meter on the last stock. Because as you may already know, Iron Fist has a semi-one-shot ultimate. The only counterplay to Iron Fist making you have no ult gain, is legit just do not get hit by his M2s. And just get hit by M1s since those M1s give you a normal amount of ultimate meter. And yeah, that's about it. If they want to fix this, guess just give it the same ult gain as Slugger's M2 or something. Anyways, here's a match I had with an Iron Fist, and try to notice the ultimate gain I get, compared to you guys fighting other styles.